In closing, I'm going to play a couple more critical race theory video lessons that are available for Douglas County School District teachers to use in the classroom with students. This one is available through the Nearpod app. This clip touches on the critical race theory belief that racism is baked into U.S. systems and that white people have unconscious racial bias and therefore say or do racist things whether they mean to or not. Here's the clip.
Before we tackle what anti-racism means, let's all get on the same page about what racism means. You've got in-your-face racism, where a person is prejudiced against another person because of the color of their skin. But it can also be more subtle, like not hiring someone because they have a black-sounding name. But when that kind of prejudice gets baked into society, like it has in the US, you get structural or systemic racism, which is when a society is designed in a way that reinforces and perpetuates discrimination against certain races. According to anti-racism, in order to address systemic racism, simply being not racist isn't enough. To quote Ibram X. Kendi, a historian and leading scholar of race and discriminatory policy in America, the opposite of racist isn't not racist, it is anti-racist, and that requires work. However, if you're curious about what it takes to be anti-racist, here are some general steps. Step 1 is taking stock of any bias or prejudice that you may have and then challenging those thoughts. Personally, I've had well-intentioned white people say things to me like, "You're so well-spoken," or "You're so cultured." And in their minds, they're totally offering me a compliment, but it's definitely not a compliment. It's for sure an insult.
As you can see, there are a number of other lessons for Douglas County School District teachers to use to support critical race theory ideology. Let's take a look at this clip from the video titled Racial, Ethnic Prejudice and Discrimination. It touches on the critical race theory belief that racial power structures are used by the majority culture, whites, to marginalize the minority culture, people of color.
That racism is inherently tied up in structures of power, meaning that racism specifically refers to the belief that a race with less societal power is inferior to other races.